We're in the Millionaire Real Estate Agent. We're continuing the conversation on the 24 topics of the Millionaire Real Estate Agent. I don't know about you, but I've been really enjoying this.
Yeah.
And the end result is going to be, I'm going to have 24 topics in my journal in detail so that this can be a class that's taught in the Market Center on a regular basis. It won't be one a day. It'll be all 24 topics in one class. But in the meantime, we're going through these one at a time on Survive to Thrive. And today we're on topic 9. And the pages that we're going to be learning from are pages 135, 137 to 138, and 141 to 143. So please write those pages down so you can do your homework and do some more research on this later in the day. Page 135, 137 to 138, and pages 143 to 143, 141 to 143. All right, topic 9 is lead generation. And I have 2 major points for you. Number 1 is playing the numbers game. And number 2 is the 3 key areas of your lead generation model. And playing the numbers game. High conversion rates will allow you to generate the same income from fewer leads than if you had lower conversion rates. You know, that's where we go to Captain Obvious, right? Yeah, that sounds like it makes sense. Higher conversion rates will allow you to generate the same income from fewer leads than if you had lower conversion rates. Makes sense. If you want to schedule more appointments, improve your scripts in lead generation, and you're going to have a higher conversion rate. Now, Gary goes on to say, lower conversion rates can be just as effective if you can amass a great number of leads. And while your conversion rates are important, the number of leads you must generate is even more critical. You know, words matter. Really pay attention to what's being said. The number of leads you can amass are critical to your success as a real estate agent. If you want to be massively successful as a real estate agent, generate a lot of leads. And Gary goes on to say, the octane of your fuel is irrelevant if you don't have enough to get you to your destination. That makes sense. Highly successful real estate agents, again, pay attention to what's being said. Gary didn't say mediocre real estate agents. He didn't say average real estate agents. He said highly successful real estate agents will tell you that as far as lead generation is concerned, the quality is in the quantity. You want to get more appointments, knock on more doors. You want to get more appointments, make more calls. You want to get more appointments, don't stop at 17 conversations because it's close enough. Don't stop at nine conversations when you're knocking on doors. Go knock on the next door. Keep knocking on doors until you get an appointment. Do what Aaron Coddington did and commit to getting 2 appointments, or don't show up for Survive to Thrive the next morning. Now, listen to me. I don't want to come in here Tuesday morning and see half of you are not here. I want all of you to be here. However, if you committed to an appointment a day, Aaron Coddington, for the rest of your real estate career, and you're working 250 days a year, that's 250 face-to-face appointments. Now, follow up with 250 people forever until they are ready, and you're going to get lots of listings. You're going to get lots of buyers. You're going to sell lots of homes. Simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication. When you guys are looking for an easier way, I have so many real estate conversations with agents who are with Keller Williams and agents who are not with Keller Williams. And it's almost always the same. Here's what you do in order to get where you want to go. And then I hear, okay, I hear that, and I'm going to do this. And this is always some silver bullet they're looking for. They're looking for an easier way. Quit looking for an easier way and just follow a simple model to success. Whereas most real estate agents do modest lead generation and get modest results, a few do massive lead generation and reap massive rewards. You know, I'm hearing the 80-20 rule there. I'm hearing that 20% of real estate agents do massive lead generation and get massive results. Penny, am I saying something you don't like? We have a four-legged friend joining us today who doesn't like what I'm talking about right now, and she's whining just a little bit. So
darn, I should have brought Savannah.
There's no whining in real estate, Penny. So, all right, now she's walking behind me. Okay, weird. All right. Point number 2. The 3 key areas of your lead generation model. First, now I'm getting smelled and licked.
Sorry.
Write that down. All right, the 3 key areas of your lead generation model. First, there is the prospecting and marketing aspect, where you generate leads and move them into your inner circles. Second, there's the work to set up your database and feed it constantly. The 4 laws of your database: build a database, feed it every day, communicate with it in a systematic way, service all the leads that come your way. Build a database, feed it every day, communicate with it in a systematic way, service all the leads that come your way. That's what Gary just said, by the way. He said the work to set up your database and feed it constantly. And lastly, there's a systematic marketing to that database to generate new, repeat, and referral business. Okay, so on page 138, and I think I'm right. I'm going to look just to make sure. Penny has left the room. It's like, he's not talking about dog bones. I'm leaving. All right, it's page 137. On page 137, you'll see this diagram. And if you look behind me, you'll see the same thing. And I'm going to make a little bit more sense of this for you. At least I'm going to attempt to. Repetition is the mother of learning. In other words, you've seen this before, yes or yes. Yes. And we have prospecting, marketing, and we have repeat and referral business. If I were to itemize this for you, A, B, C, D, E, F, here's the model to build success in real estate. A little bit because the light is shining on my head, and I don't like that. A, 250 days I am in lead generation. That means 250 weeks, 5 days a week. You're taking 2 weeks off for vacation. I am working 250 days and I'm having 20 real estate conversations each day, which means I've had 5,000 real estate conversations in the year. B, add 1 new Met to your database daily. So you have this group of Have-It Mets out here, and you are going to add at least 1 new Met to your database every day as a new Met. In other words, hi, my name is John Dietz. I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams Realty. I like to keep my friends and family members updated on the market. That simply means that I send them interesting information on the real estate market once a month. And I call every 3 or 4 months just to check in. Would it be okay if I added you to that group? Script. You can memorize that word for word and repeat that word for word. Yes or yes?
Yeah.
And if you did that with 20 people a day, is at least one person, Aaron, going to say, yes, I'd love to be in that group? Yeah. And at the end of the year, what have I done? I've grown my Mets by 250 people. Yes or yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So add one new Met to your database daily. C, meet with one person every day. So we are adding people to our funnel, to our pipeline. We are talking to people who are thinking of selling their home. It's the Shanice conversation to the expired listing. Are you still interested in selling your home? Yes, I am. Awesome. I'd love to pop by and take a look at it so I could potentially bring you an offer. And I'm going to, because I have a standard to meet with one person every single day who's thinking of selling their home, I'm going to meet with 250 people over the next 12 months. Are you tracking?
Yeah.
Okay, one person said yes. That's amazing. And
Yes.
D, use an 8x8 touch with your new Mets in order to create top of mind. So when they think of you, they're thinking of real estate. An 8x8 simply means that you're going to communicate with the new Mets once a week for 8 weeks. Now, send them an email, send them a personal note, send them a card, make a phone call. You're having 8 contacts in 8 weeks. And Victoria, the goal of this at the end of the 8-week period is I'm going to ask you, hey, just out of curiosity, if you were going to buy a home or sell a home, or if you knew somebody that was going to buy a home or sell a home, would you possibly refer them to me? And when I'm hearing yes, I'm moving these contacts into the inner circles. So I'm taking these new Mets and I'm moving them down into my sphere of influence, which means in the next 12 months, if I've added 250 new Mets and I've moved 250 people to my sphere of influence, I now have 250 close contacts who know me, like me, and would potentially work with me. Are you guys tracking? One person said yes, amazing. All right, moving on to the next point. E, use a 36-touch SMART plan to your sphere of influence and your past clients. Now to this group, this inner group, my sphere of influence and my past clients, I'm communicating 36 times a year. That's a combination of email, newsletters, postcards, greeting cards, holiday events, micro events, 36 times a year with 4 phone calls, 1 phone call every 3 months. It's a care call, not a sales call. Follow the Ford model of communication: family, occupation, recreation, dreams. If I called Laura, it would be simply, hey, Laura, John Dietz, haven't spoken with you in a couple months. Just wanted to check in, see how you are. How's your family? How's things going at work? By the way, have you been getting my market updates? Do you have any questions about the market? And before I let you go, if you knew of somebody that was going to buy a home or sell a home, would you refer them to me? Now, Victoria, what's so cool about this, and I learned this from Brian Buffini many, many years ago, that when you do this consistently over time, Diane is part of my sphere of influence, and I'm on year 2, year 3, year 4, and I'm calling her 3 times a year, and I'm ending every conversation with, by the way, who do you know that's thinking of buying or selling a home? What's going to happen is with these people, is 300, 400, 500 people that you have in your sphere of influence, when you have these conversations with them, when you get to the end of the conversation, they're going to say to you, hey, John, don't forget, by the way, if I know of anybody looking to buy or sell a home. They know the script. They get it. They like it. They expect it. But lead with gratitude, bring value to the conversation, make more deposits than you make withdrawals. It's just like your checking account. If you keep making deposits, then you have the opportunity to make a withdrawal. If all you do is make withdrawals, for those of you who are married or you're in a relationship and with that person, if all you do is make withdrawals, how's that relationship? Not so good. Just ask Monica. Make deposits, make more deposits than you make withdrawals, and you have the opportunity to make withdrawals. All right. Point number F. Letter F. I know it. Be quiet, Aaron. These 250 people that you met face to face, they come down here and they're part of your follow-up now. And we follow up forever. We follow up systematically once a week for the first 4 weeks, once every other week for the next 8 weeks. That's 3 months. And when you get into month number 4, it's once a month forever. Now, this is where you guys get hung up. You get hung up with, what do I say? I'm going to keep it simple for you. This is John Dietz following up as promised. Just checking in. How are you? And is there anything I can do for you? That's it. That's all you need. Moseline, if you do that over time, when someone moves to this point right here, which means they're serious about selling their home. Not serious, not serious, not serious, not serious. No, 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 go away. Don't ever call me again. And keep calling, right? And all of a sudden you call me, John Moseline, following up as promised, just checking in. How are you? And you hear, I'm really glad you called. I got a call last week. I'm moving to Atlanta. I need to sell my home. Can you come over tomorrow? Reality. Now, here's what you're going to find. 10 to 20% of this group will hire you. 10 to 20% will hire you. How do I know that? Because that's what I did. That's how I listed 12 to 15 homes every single month for 13 years. If I can, you can. Please don't hear me bragging. That's not the freaking point. I want you to hear that you can do this. All right. That's topic 9. That's the lead generation model. And talk to me. What'd you hear? Victoria, talk to us.